I'm going to try to, okay, so I'm going to try to mimic more of Black Box real quick. So let's go ahead and see here. I need to look more, I need more buttons. Sounds on and off. Achievements, how to play. It'd be nice to get into the how to play stuff, but well, it's not gonna work. And then of course starting up, and then so forth.
Let's get some buttons.
Let's do some buttons. I haven't done buttons yet, so let's learn how to do a real button. This is a pretty crappy button. Well, maybe, I don't know.
Aww, he looks okay.
Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what I hate about. I don't know.
What the heck
Complex.
did I just do?
Yeah. So like always move the camera or like some like what is this even for? And then it's
complex editors.
Drives me crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try making. Well, I want to try and make one that looks something like that. My own font, border, transparency behind it. You know, it actually has a transparent background. So this is going to probably be the whole thing I work on for a little bit here. So let's see what I can do. How do I make a button? Well, I got a button here, but let's leave that one alone for the moment. Let's see here. How do I do that? I don't know. I'm assuming I will at least start with I would have thought I'd see, how did I add something? Oh, hierarchy. Here we go. Canvas. Let's add a 2D object, UI, a button. And for the sake of argument, let's rename it as how to play. But there we go. Exciting. If we look at this, it has text in it, which of course we want to change to be how to play, right? And then we have our favorite font, Parolin.
Yeah.
There we go. It's starting to look like what we had before. Change the color to yellowish. I guess I had a yellow, something close to that. That looks good. That's just not the color of the font, that's the color of the background. Oops. Actually, I said I wanted a transparent black, so, oh, okay, here's alpha. So, let's see here, what did I use in my UI code? I originally had an actual library of buttons. Where did I do that? No, I guess I did. I guess I did it all manually every time. I try to make it match what I had, just for the sake of argument. How to play, all in caps. I did have a UI create button, so I had some UI object. There it is. Oop. Not that. Okay. So 50% red, 90% green, no blue. Okay, we can change that. Well, that's the color of the text. Image, button script, normal color. Alright, 50% red, close enough, 90% green, and no blue.
It still looks like the background.
It does, doesn't it? Poo. As usual, once you learn the tools, sure. Until then,
yeah.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to move my inspector around over here so I can click. Oh, I'm not on the text. There we go. This is the text. Rich text as opposed to cheap text. I don't know. All right, best fit. Sorry, that was weird. All right, 90.
I think it's silly that they have terms like that. Like I don't.
It's
what does that mean?
Somebody else used. Some programmer went nuts and use that term, and that was that. That sure does not look right. Are you sure that's
Left
the
no
right color?
description. What? You didn't use that?
No, I didn't. That's green.
Pull that back up.
I'm trying to
I guess
pull
I
up.
could just
Yeah, I had
like,
set
I could
stroke
probably pull it
color,
up.
red,
See.
red, green, blue.
Game. Oh
No,
no,
yeah,
not
it's
game.
red and green is 90%. I got something else going on. That's the it's the green is the edge. That's what's going on. Okay. All right, so it's just there we go. That's yellow. Okay, so that will give me the color of the font. Now, if I go back to the button itself, I can change well, I don't know. There's an image here, and then there's a color. We'll go with good old 50% gray. No, well, wait a minute. Actually, what did I use before? I had a background color of 50%. Oh no, it was black with 50%. It's totally black with 50% aliasing. So yeah, bloop. There's black. Oh, but I need
outline.
and 50% alias. Okay, so there we go. Now I got to figure out how to do the outline. Yep.
It's not the highlighted color, is it? No.
Highlight? Well, highlighted probably just means when I'm over it. I can make it reddish, for example.
Okay.
Get to. No.
Ooh. No. Doesn't look centered. Oh, you haven't centered it yet.
The text?
Yeah. Is it
Oh,
centered?
yeah, it's not on. No, I haven't centered it. I'll get to that in a moment here.
Yeah.
Boop. There. Now it's
Perfect.
the very center. Are you happy? How to play.
No.
And it's not doing anything when I click on it either. So, that's the pressed color? Oh. In the past, I just made it like, when I pressed it, it was like gray.
Yeah, like flashed.
That looks like it, gray. I'll put it 50% or so. Interactable, yep. Transition, color tint, sprite swap, animation. Okay, so color tint sounds fine. Normal color, I guess this is a multiplier of color. Oh yeah, color multiplier. Alright, so yeah. Woohoo! Pressed color. So what does it do? Get darker? Wow, it just not. Whatever. Visualize. Whoa. What the heck? That's cool. I don't know what that is, but that's kind of coolish. Coolio. Navigation automatic. Oh, I see. It's if you hit tab or shift tab, it tells what the next one is. Okay. Well. Huh. Yeah.
You're just gonna have to like make another square for the outline. So
I don't know.
Doesn't look like you have anything.
Yeah, I guess I should get the border. Well, I'm wondering what this is. I can't see it because it's so darn dark. All right, let's change the canvas. What if poo? How did I do that? I did that with the camera, didn't I? Main camera. That's right. The camera has the background. It still blows my mind. So if I make it red for a second, this is going to be horrid, but there you go. Absolutely does nothing. We got a button. Look, Ma, no button. Golly, every time I turn around, something difficult. Well, I'm wondering about this image. Can we do the border with the image? I just want a green border. Yeah. Image type. Fill. It even lets you not fill the center. Source image UI sprite. Whoa. What? So do I need to make an image? Internet, help me.
Yeah, you're probably have to like just make another one.
How do you change the margin padding and border size of GUI layout buttons? Oh, okay. General answer. GUI style equals new GUI styles. Skin label. Well, you'll need to create your own GUI style.
What does that mean?
And then pass this to pop-up on the method. I don't know. Create GUI style. I'll create an array of the GUI and why does this sound like an advanced feature?
I mean, like you have to like an advanced license.
I don't know about that. It may just, I mean, to me it looks like it's this. It's just a picture. I mean, it's what they call a slice 9. I mean, what? Okay. Oh, interesting. I do that. Ooh, neat. What's that look like? Huh. It's got the corner beveled edges of this button.
I don't like that.
Well, maybe not, but it's interesting. I mean, I just picked up a random graphic, so... Huh. I can't undo it either. Oh, there, whoop. I stepped too far. So you can use it's a mask. Whoa. Wait a minute, image script? Oh god. Do 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 do.
Boop, boop, boop.
Meanwhile, a commercial. No.
Please, no. Imagine how bad that would be if, like, every time you had to load something in software, they just threw up a commercial.
Oh.
Oh.
I got unity-engine.ui.dol. Are you kidding me? This program cannot be run in DOS mode. Nobody runs anything in DOS mode anymore. Well, what? Sliced, tiled, filled. Oh, okay, yeah, because that was a 9 slice, so it sliced it. Okay. How does it... Really? So I can just add a layout, no, not a layout, a UI raw image. I guess a button is, well, it's a button, but that was an image. So an image, well, it makes sense. A button is this invisible thing on top of an image. So you can put an image down. Ah, interesting. Okay. And then you say it's a sliced image. And you use a UI sprite. How do you change the slicing? Sometimes you want to slice it differently. And even then... Oh, wait a minute.
What do you mean slicing?
You see these dashed lines?
Yeah.
So this is the image. And then they slice it up and they put that in the quadrants. And they repeat this segment to get a top, and repeat this segment to get a right, and repeat left, and so forth. That's why I think, no, but what confuses me is this one didn't work, but when I put an image in, it did work. Actually, let me try something. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to put this back, and I'm going to change the material to Sprite's default. I don't know. Sure. So now, let's see, it still doesn't work. What would draw the image type simple? I did sliced. Image doesn't have a border. What? How does it know? The image doesn't have a border. So can I create a new image? New image? How do resources? I got all these images. Create an image. Square. Editor GUI and Legacy GUI. Sprite, 2D and UI. Advanced. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? Right. Internet, provide. Unity. 9 slice button image. Something like that. There we go. How to create a 9 slice sprite and use it on a... don't want video. Set up the borders in the sprite editor. So if I wanted to make this into a sprite, I'll use the sprite editor. Aha. There's a slice option, which I can't select. Zoom. Useless. Pivot. Center. Border 2. Oh, I guess you... There you go. So I can set... there we go. Now I can set up the 9 slice. Let's say I wanted to do this, which right now I don't necessarily think this will work, but we'll give it a try. This is obviously not what I'd want, but whatever. That's nice. Now what do I do with this? Pivot. Okay. Apply. Okay, that was pretty useless. If I go back to the editor, I still have my lines. So if I go back to my button and I choose the green up, this sounds crazy, green up. Not even on the list. Wait a minute, assets? No. Scene? No. Did I miss it? G, there it is, green up. That one now has lines. Oh, looky. It still doesn't do worth diddly squat. Fill the center. Oh. Sliced. It is sliced. Why is it stretched? Simple. Sliced. Boy, their definition of sliced and my definition of slice is two different things. It's like it took the inside and stretched it.
Yeah, that's what I see.
So fill the center doesn't do nothing. Tiled. Fill.
Nothing.
Whoa.
It's like it throws the whole image in.
But yet, our friend over here is sliced with that. Not that it makes us apparently a bit of difference. Okay, I'm confused. So let's see here. So they said, alright, you can now edit the sprite borders, making it nicely triggered from the advanced settings in the texture properties. Nice, I was able to edit the original PSD. Well, good for you. So
the image component is used to give UI elements an actual graphical presence on the screen. Images can be used to make up the backgrounds of buttons, panels, sliders, and literally anything you want to put into your UI composition. The first property of an image component is the source image. This is a reference to the sprite that the image is displaying. When using a none, the color will be used to represent the outline of the image. Here we simply have a white image color, so let's add a sprite to our source image. The next property is the color. This color is multiplied to the color of the sprite. As such, it can be used for fading or tinting a sprite.
colorize.
By default, an image doesn't need a material, but one can be added if you wish to use the properties of a shader on the image. Note that the texture property of a material will be ignored. Unity provides a number of shaders that can be used with the UI system. To use them, create a material, and for its shader property, select one from the UGUI menu in the shader dropdown. The image type property affects how the source image is used and has a number of options. Simple means that the sprite will just stretch to fit the rect transform size. The preserve aspect option here simply means that the image will be as large as it can be within its bounding rect, but maintaining the aspect ratio that it was imported with. This means that it won't lose its original proportions as it's resized. The Set Native Size button is available whilst using this option also. It will revert the rect transform size to the size of the sprite in its source image. Here you can see that our rect has been reverted to the 64 square size of our sprite. Sliced means that the image will be displayed using the 9-slice method. A 9-sliced sprite is separated into 9 sections in a grid pattern. The outer border sections of this grid do not stretch, whilst the center does, allowing for scaling without distortion of the edges. These sections are defined by the borders set in the sprite editor for the texture. For more information on the sprite editor, see the information linked below. The sliced option also has another property, Fill Center. This toggles whether or not the center section of the 9-sliced sprite is shown. This allows you to design and render borders only of an image. The tiled option will tile the source image starting from the lower left corner of the rect. In this example, we're using an unsliced sprite. The next image type is filled. This type allows you to show a proportion of the image defined by the fill amount property. At 0, none of the image will be shown, and at 1, all of it will be. There are a number of sub-options when using the filled image type. The fill method, along with the fill origin, determine which point represents the fill amount being 0, and in which direction the image will fill as it increases. For radial fill methods, the fill origin defines where the fill will be carried out from. For the radial fill methods, there is also the option to switch between clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Why? Why would
These
anyone
fills
have
are
that
ideal for
option?
making UI for health bars or car speedometers in the case of radial fills. For more information on the image component, see the information linked below.
Okay. That didn't quite answer the question, because that seems to say what I was screwing around with should have worked. But it's nothing. So it stretches the inside. So, oh, wait a minute. It implies I have no border. I'm missing a border.
What do you mean? It looks like you're trying to get.
Well, I mean, it did the inside, and it stretched it to the... So, what I'm trying to figure out is how there should be... I would have thought there was a... the part that's on the outside, I thought was... Didn't he have that on the outside? Yeah, I don't either. One more time. Well, he went.
In a grid pattern, the outer border sections of this grid do not stretch,
They do not
whilst
stretch.
the center does. The border section slice sprite is separated into 9 sections in a grid pattern. The outer border sections of this grid do not stretch, whilst the center does, allowing for scaling without distortion of the edges. These sections are defined by the borders set in the sprite editor for the texture. For more information
Border, spread,
on
and
the
sprite
sprite
editor.
editor,
Ah.
see the information.
Wait a minute. Sprite editor. Well, thanks. Where's the border on the sprite editor? Where's the sprite editor? Ah, he had a button. I don't get a button. Edit script. That's not. I don't do anything. So we went to the project assets. What? Resources. That's what I'm looking for. Green. Sprite editor. Border. Well, no, the border is 2210. Yeah, okay. I'm used to systems where you'd get the outer edge in the slice 9. Or on the inside or something.
Yeah.
And I would expect this image to object to do everything. Right now the closest one is simple, and it's just Ah. Oh, God, is that what's going on? Yeah, that's what's going on. You see that thin green line there? He said it doesn't scale. So it's this teeny tiny green line because of the weird coordinate system I have, apparently. Really?
How could you see that? That's so silly.
Oh gosh. What? So I guess I. Really? So what's the deal? Is my coordinate system all out of whack? Is that what's going on here? Am I supposed to do something simpler, like, I don't know, 4 by 3? Whoa, look at that. I don't know anymore what makes sense in sizes. I got 800 by 600. Well, the graphic I'm using is actually pretty small, so that kind of makes sense. But, really? Yeah, tiny green line.
It's ridiculous.
And they stretch the inside. Well, okay. Now what? So, so what size does it think this is? It thinks it's 200 by 78. Okay, fine. So let's try this. Let's try none. And let's see if we can create a new object. A 2D object. No. UI. How about a rectangle? Hello? Sprite? Really? Okay. Nope. I can make a yellow. Wow, where are you? It's a tiny little sprite right there.
Oh my goodness.
No?
No. Can't
There it
do
is.
that.
There it
Oh
is.
my god. So
Well, it doesn't have an image, so I guess that's why. If I was to get the green up, it's, oh, come on, really? Well, here. There it is. There it is, right there. That is what's this size? Is everything like 1 by 1? Is that the way the rule is?
No. Yes. Is your like all your other images just way too big?
I don't know. I'm confused by this coordinate system, because that's what it feels like, is everything's just huge.
Where does it show the size of everything?
It just has scale.
Like, there's gotta be something else.
If I make it 10 by 10, there you go. Or if I wanted to make it, I don't know, 300 by 300, it should.
So it just got imported by a.
So does that mean my button just doesn't have? Oh, my button doesn't have. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I see. Maybe that's what it is. My button needs to have scale, and then you shrink the dang thing down. What? Where did the text go? Oh, but
Why
the
is he
font's too
vertical?
big is why. The text is too big.
How to?
How to!
Put what?
Well, but that I'd have to do like 1.4.
Yeah, you just
It
have
won't.
tiny
Oh, and it
font.
doesn't allow me to do 1.4.
What the heck?
Excuse me while I run in circles here. Alright, so what did I just do? Undo, 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 undo. Again, my window is... My canvas is 800 by 600. Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
My camera doesn't care. It has a size. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
What's your atom? The spinning one. Whichever one's in the middle box.
The middle box is 3131.
That looks right.
Well, and
It's weird that they use. But when you created the sprite, you just it doesn't even like give you an option to.
oh, wait a
Why
minute.
did it
Maybe
import it?
maybe that is something. Well, width and height is 128. Doesn't make any sense. It's 128 by 128, but I put it on a button, and of course it's going to scale, but... Hold on. Let's check one other thing. Is this what... Oh, wait a minute. Viewpoint rectangle.
No, it just shows you where your preview is, isn't it? Is that little...
I guess. That doesn't seem right.
I say just... Wait,
Yeah,
what
this
happens? Go back to... Uh,
It's almost like I need to start a new project and compare.
what happens when you just create like another sprite? Like if you wanted to add another atom in real quick, how would you do that?
Add another what? Sprite?
Yeah, like another atom. And then it doesn't even like... Okay, then like you import an image or something for it. So yeah, do that one. And it just doesn't even...
Doesn't even show up because it's so tiny.
Why is it scaled to 1:1 instead of the size? Is there like an option that maybe
Yeah, I'm starting to
it
think
got
that I got
clicked or
something
something?
wrong in the very beginning. See, there it is. It's way teeny tiny. Here, let's do this before we get too far. I'm going to save it. I'm going to create another project real quick.
I'm gonna
Save.
Google that.
File. Exit. But the thing is, I noticed that it's supposed to have rounded buttons, and they're coming out square. Oops, I did a 3D world. Crap. Oh, or did I? Close enough. I just do a button. I get this huge thing? No. Let's see, the button here is rounded. See how it's rounded on the edges? And that's the size is 160 by 30. We have a canvas. No, the canvas is 100 reference pixels per. And I had 1 reference pixels per. See, that's the key. What is this reference pixels? If a sprite has this pixels per unit setting, then 1 pixel in the sprite will cover 1 unit in the UI. Pixels per unit setting, then 1 pixel in the sprite will cover. But it's and then this doesn't make any sense. Oh, 800 by 600. Nope. That's weird. You'd think they build the project so that would work automatically. Oh, that's weird. Scene is missing a full screen camera. That's interesting. Okay, I don't see checkbox for full screen camera. So what do you do? Create a new camera? Weird. As soon as I made it orthogonal, the camera went nuts.
I don't know.
Culling mask is everything. Skybox, clear the skybox. Clipping planes, doesn't really matter on orthogonal. Well, I guess it can, but viewpoint 1 to 1. Scene is missing a full screen camera. Put it out there, it goes crazy. .886 by 554. Weird. Screen space. Oh, camera. Interesting. Screen space camera with no specified cameras. You have to add display. Pixel perfect. Preferred camera. There we go. Camera. So if I do that, scene is missing a full screen camera. Well, what the heck is this thing? What makes it full screen? What the heck? Really? That is so weird. So freaking weird. I think once again I've gotten confused.
I googled it, and there's what was that? Oh.
I'm sure they have all types of unhappiness.
One thing says try to set your camera's viewport width to 1.0. Another thing says looks like your game object is missing a camera component. You should tag it with the main camera tag. But see, here you have it tagged as a main camera.
I do? Where? Oh,
see
yeah. Tag, yeah.
So none of those or anything.
Angry eye. Everything goes out of whack on that. Canvas. Oh, that's the canvas scale. Oh, the canvas scaler. UI scale well. Constant pixel size.
You have it as one. What was the when you created a new project? It was 100.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, look, it's rounded.
So
scale factor of 1, reference points per 100. And then I don't know.
Reference points. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
If a sprite has this pixel per unit setting, then 1 pixel in the sprite will cover 1 unit in the UI. Why is it 100 then? Because it's 100%. Why is the image not showing up at all? Totally solid. Simple. Tiled. Sliced. weird. Oh, that helps if you turn it on. Whoa. Okay. It's working now, believe it or not.
You figured it out?
Sort of, yes. Once we put everything back to this being 100, I guess it's 100%. I looked up the document. It doesn't exactly say what that number means, but it corresponds to 100%. So now I was like, well, my image is all messed up with but actually this is working right, because if you take out the middle, it stops showing the middle, which means that the Slice 9 is taking these edges and it's scaling it up. So it's still not quite what I would have expected, but it's scaling it in proportion to the size of the button, which is still wrong. I guess. Clockwise. I don't know what that means. Radial. No. Type filled. Tiled. Simple. Simple is like scaled. Tiled is. Yeah, I would have expected this to be the same number of pixels, and it would just scale up that way. So you're curious, if you do, that scales the whole button. Bizarre. Wheel, that's closer. So if we want to do a single border, 3-pixel bordered edge, let's see here. Let's see if anybody's like, weird. I know it's possible because I've seen it done. Whole Slice 9 images that don't stretch the border. Maybe there's a, is there a setting on this? Oh. You know. Doesn't seem to have any options. How nice. What's this do? Maybe that's right. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. it is 128 pixel by 128 pixel. If we do sliced, actually it is working right. Okay, I'm not giving it enough credit. It's confusing because the middle is stretched, but notice the edge doesn't get thicker. You see what I'm saying? So notice the thickness of these, the top line. As I make this bigger, there's a little bit of a shimmer as it kind of figures out where to go, but the thickness does not change, which means it's working. I can hide the middle. Now it's stretching the width. It's not repeating, it's stretching, but that's okay. It doesn't really, so it's working right. Okay, yes. It's just I'm using, okay, so moral of the story is if I draw a rectangle, yes, I have to draw a rectangle in yellow, but I have a perfect way to get that. I'll go steal it from somewhere else. Alright. Create a image, sprite, what? How do I do this? Sprite, square. Oh, polygon. Pixels per unit, packing tag. I don't know what that means. Sprite editor. Oh. 4 sides. I can make a 4-sided polygon. Yippee. This isn't really an editor.
Excuse me.
Just create a new image. And I'm going to do it and use paint just for this one time. Crop. Oh, really? I should just do it this way. Alright. Voila, I have a green bordered. Which, if I did this right, I can now choose that as my border. Oh, wait a minute, but I gotta change the sprite. I gotta edit it. The sprite editor so that it has a 9 slice. Let's only get the border.
So do you really have to
What
make
part?
it like an outline if you're gonna do that 9 slice? Could you just
Mm-hmm.
make it like a, and could you just like fill in the green rectangle that you're just slicing it anyways?
You could, yeah. I wanted mine to be transparent, but you're right. Actually, what I can do, let you say that, I can fill it in with a transparent.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
9 slicing thing a little bit now.
Yeah.
It has a weird name.
Change the opacity. This layer to 50% black. Now it's a 50% black layer with a green. So if I do that now, oh, yeah, sure. I have to export it. Or, one layer, save as, PNG, my green border. Yeah, there we go. Save it. Okay. Now when I come back to this guy, I guess he's working, can't tell. Jeez. He's like transparent too. Oh, because I colorized it. Okay, so now he should be... Yeah. Well, let's get rid of the red background, that's annoying.
Please. Yeah. This
Okay.
thing's it's huge.
There. You can see, it's weird how it's see-through. It's like I don't, material, alpha's 100%, but yet my image is 50% or something. Did I do my image wrong or something? Nope. There. Now my how to play text is a little too small. Details. Oh, that was what was yellow. Ah, there's the black. It wasn't showing the middle. Still seems to have an alpha to the whole thing. What happened to my text? Did I lose my text? I think I accidentally deleted it. Oh well. That's right, I had to do, I know. And I guess it was bigger than that. Something like that. There's my text again. Okay, so my how to play is now way too big, but that's can be easily fixed. And so now instead of 40, we'll do like 28 or whatever. We can now resize our, whoops, text, resize the whole button, and voila.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to get somewhere. I still think the text is still too big. There we go, it's a little more like it like that. So then I take this and I can say duplicate. I can make it, if I wanted to make it match the original sounds. And of course the text, this text, oh that's a title. I guess you can move it to the top. Text sounds off. Obviously that's in the wrong place. Voila. Take this one, duplicate this. It's nicely telling me coordinates and how close I am to the next one. So, yay, does absolutely nothing. How do I make it do something, right? I have buttons, but they do nothing. You can see a bit of darkness. Okay, now what? So what?
Another. You have to make a new canvas.
Oh, I gotta make it interactable. Oh, it's not interactable. There we go. Oh, that's why they're. That's why the colors are all messed up, because it's not interactable.
Oh yeah.
What the?
It's because your highlighted color's red. Alright.
And it remembers the last one. How bizarre is that?
That is. Stop. It's hurting my head.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh. That's weird how the font doesn't center. No.
What do you mean?
Well, you see how it's too far up.
Oh, this whole thing again?
Shh. It drives me crazy.
I think it looks right, doesn't it?
Here, look at it normal, Mike.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
Can't really tell
Yes.
right now. Okay, yeah.
Yes. All right, so.
Oh, yeah, I see it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how does one line spacing?
No,
Well, that's only good if you
save
got
that
more than
for
one line.
last.
Yeah, two. How does one move that?
You just save it for last.
Makes it too
Oh,
big.
Jesus.
No, you can't save it for last. It doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, you save it for last.
What the heck?
You won't even
What does that
notice.
mean? What does that mean? Save to last.
You just do it right before you pop that thing in to be uploaded. Just say, oh yeah, I gotta change my text.
Okay, so the button coloration, how does this work? Highlight, and a color tint. I can change the color tint or swap. If I had a different color, actually if it did sprite swap, I would have, so I could have a second backdrop here. Let's do this, green border. And let's change this to, I don't know. That, make it more gray instead of black. File, save, or file, yeah, save as PNG. Okay. So now if I highlight this guy, or pressed or whatever, pressed sprite, yeah, then I could make it use this thing instead. So now if I click it, ooh, how's that?
Looks just like the old one.
Yeah.
Except you need the achievements.
Eh,
You need some achievements.
okay, gee.
Gotta get those achievements in there. They're gonna be mad. Because the Android has more features.
Yeah, we can.
You have achievements
Holy
on
cow!
Android.
I want my achievements. No. You want to play the game?
I
or
mean,
not?
you're the one who added them in there, okay? So
All right, fine. So let me make sure my
I'm just
animations here work. All right. Now I can duplicate it. Achievements. Achievements, my ass. Oh. Oh, I can move it. Oh, that's just annoying. It's
What?
always like, how am I supposed to adjust this text? This text is driving me crazy. Well,
you can just move
can
it
just
after you
move
got
it.
you, yeah.
and then when you move the whole button, it
That
moves.
makes sense. I don't know why we didn't think of that.
Yeah, okay.
Just
So
change the position of
now it
the
still drives me crazy. I can't move it with just the arrow keys.
Oh, but you can slide like 2 inches up or down. That's a good feature to have.
Yeah, sure.
Achievements.
Sorry, OCD moment. Thank you.
Oh,
This moment has been brought to you by, what's a drug for OCD? Ritalin. That's ADHD, but anyways.
I
Well.
don't know. What do they use? I want to figure that out now. OCD.
You figure that out.
Medication.
It's called liquor.
Clomiapyramine.
Really? They actually have a drug for that. They got a drug for everything.
Yeah.
Good enough. So, you can pick up a whole group. Woohoo! Ta-da! There we go. So now we have buttons.
So now you need your other atoms.
Yeah, I know.
You need your other atoms.
Okay, slave
There's more
driver.
atoms to be had. Wait, and then he needs to come back.
Yeah, details.
He needs to come back. He's over here. He needs to come back.
Okay, I get the picture. Maybe we should work on him coming back first.
Yeah.
What did I do? I forgot how I scripted that. Oop, wrong thing.
Is it charged up? Oh. Is it charged up?
Plug it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Just plug it in your phone.
My phone charger stopped working. And
Uh-oh.
I ordered a new one. It came in today, and it's not working, so I don't know what's going on. I have to use my mom's alarm.
Yippee.
Up. Set.
What was the script we had on? Oh, that's right. We have a script. There it is. All we ended up doing.
Alarms.
Transform. Not transform, translate. Oh well. Move towards.
Oh.
Ow. Translate. Translate. Ah, position equals new vector. I'd be doing.
Did she only have 10 alarms or something? Oh, that's silly.
Perfect. Okay. Ah, it does go different directions now. I was going one counterclockwise and clockwise. Perfect. So what I'm doing is I'm moving it in.
You're cheating by going into the actual code.
I'm cheating.
That's what you're cheating. Yeah, that's not fair.
I'm writing actual code. What do you want me to do? Actually. I mean,
What does void mean?
means nothing. There's void. You reading something elsewhere?
No, I'm reading your code.
Void? Why did I use void? Oh,
Like
means
3
return.
places.
It just means returns nothing. I don't have to do a return, 5 or whatever.
I don't know. Whatever, sure, okay.
That returns a float, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it returns an int. What does it?
So loft. That was another one. Anyways, enough of that.
Oh, there's a float and a. Okay, so good. All right. 0 to 3. So switch. And now I've got 4 different direct ways I want to do this. So that's wrong. Switch. Case 0 is going to be right to left. And what happened to my location? Yeah, okay. Case 1 will be going to the right, positive x direction. So I'm going to start it off at the negative left. The coordinate space is apparently 0, 0 in the middle. And then
I'm gonna close my eyes while you do this.
I
don't like this.
What?
I don't like this.
Make him stop.
For real. Oh my god.
What? It's just code.
Yeah.
Nasty, nasty code.
It's flashbacks and torture.
Okay, so let's see if this gives me 4 different directions. Or not. Well, it's right to left. I'm going to do it again. It's top to bottom on the edge there. And what do we get next time? Top to bottom again. And right to left. Okay, come on, let's go the other ways. Top to bottom. Come on. We don't get any left to rights. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's why. Why is that not going anywhere? Left to right.
Your XY is messed up somewhere.
Didn't think so.
Looks good to me.
DT dir.
Why is this just looks confusing to me. But like right here, you don't have a thing. Like an X right there. Or whatever.
What do you mean X?
Like right here, you have a number.
Oh, because this is X, and this is Y. This is X, and this is Y. So I'm starting at the right edge, and I'm gone to the right edge, and then I'm randomly picking a place along the Y, and then I told it to go -1, so it's going to go left. And that was case 0. Case 2 was I'm going to choose a random left to right, -400 to 400 here. And I'm going to do it at the, well, negative, it's positive to the top. So I'm at the negative coordinates. No, I'm sorry, I'm starting at 400. I'm at the positive coordinate space. I'm going to come down. So it's like it's only doing 0s and 2s. And this here is supposed to translate it based on direction I gave it. So it should be top to bottom. I wonder if I can, yes, I can pause. This might be pretty cool. Ah, dir is 0, x, dir y, -2, and then there's 2. So I can actually look at it in the editor. Is that cool or what?
That's pretty cool.
This time I'm doing dir 0. Alright, where's 1 and 3? Hello, there's 1. There we go. Yay! I'm assuming 3 should work as soon as I can get a 3 out of it. There's a 2. There's a 1. Oh, come on.
What was 3?
That was 3? I didn't see it.
I said what was 3?
It should be bottom to top. The only thing I can, maybe the range on this random number, I think the range on this random number, I have to put a 4. That's 4 numbers starting at 0 or something. Is that the way it goes? Let's see here. Int min, int max returns a random integer number between min and, oh, okay, min is inclusive and max is exclusive. So it'd never do 3 because it's exclusive. It excludes it from the range. Oops. I should get a 3 eventually here. Come on. 2. 0.
Come on,
There's
please,
3.
Yeah,
stop messing with that. Okay. And then I want a slight random drift. Yes, yes I do. So random.range from -10 to 10 divided by 10. So, no, divide by 100. Actually, couldn't think of it. I want a slight drift. So, I'm assuming it'll allow me to do negative numbers. Yep, sure. And they made it. They didn't make it unsigned. Ah, stop that. So, wow, that has like no drift whatsoever. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting. Now let's float. Interesting. Oh, I know what the problem is. I forgot to put 10f on these. Otherwise, it's going to always be 0. Because it converts it to an integer and then rounds it. Well, converting to an integer rounds it. There we go. So now I've got a little bit of... Oh, that one went off the... Bye. There we go. Okay. Isn't that exciting? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, now we want to do...
Okay,
oh, actually, now we need to make it so when it goes off the screen, it starts all over again. Which is what this is off screen is supposed to do. And I guess we do... I guess we can do this. More code. If the x is less than 600, return true. If the transform position dot x is greater than 600. Return true. Yeah. Do that with y. Do 500. And actually, if it's less than negative. So if it goes off the edge, we will get another one eventually. All right, so here we go. Okay, that one's sliding by at the bottom. Whee! It's gonna go off the right. Oh, and I did something wrong. It went off the right edge, and well, where'd it go? Well, well, at least it's coming back. Just not right. This position here doesn't make any. Did I do a translate? What? Yeah, no, I did position equals new vector. Yeah, I'm supposed to be using I'm supposed to use something else in space. Self? These coordinates are way off, though. Nope, I sure as heck not doing it. So the question I have is position a transform in world space. Well, this is world space. This is world space. What am I looking at? World space or not? That's the weird thing. Yep. So the coordinates are, oh wait a minute, I wonder if this thing's being buddish. Do I have to do this in floating point? No, these numbers are clearly, I told it to stop and redo when it's off, when x is less than negative 600. Well, negative 700 is less than negative 600. And yet it doesn't do it. Let me try something. So since we can see it in the editor, let's just make some. It's actually kind of cool because now we can watch it in the editor. Oh, I'm happy that you can see it in here. And so when I run it, it should appear and show me what coordinates it is. But if you look at this closely, negative 115, negative 713, negative 105. So this almost implies that I have to take this guy and make him start at 0, 0. And then when he runs, no, 1,300. What the frack? What the hell is this coordinate space? Will the real 00 please stand up? We have this nice dot right here. Boop. Which is, could have swore was Mr. 00. World space, huh? What happens if I use world space? Nothing. It's exactly the same. Still as messed up as ever. How? 6,500. 6,503. 582. What? How do these numbers relate? A transformation and a scale. I thought I understood what was going on. Now I don't. Wait a minute, what is rectangular 400? Oh, well, that's also weird. Okay. Does that change anything? Not really. It's even more confused. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's kind of neat looking, but you see it, jump up and down and scream. Oh, wait a minute, scale. Why is a scale? Why is a scale off? Ah. Yeah, that'll fix everything, right? Yep, that's what I thought. What the? Width and height is 800. And yet this is... size 200. Position 400, 300. Is it supposed to be 2? Oh. Like it's... yeah, that's what I thought. Like it's supposed to be centered. Wow. Oh. That makes a little more sense. We've had everything shifted over. Now it matches. 277, negative 173. So the whole canvas, we were looking, it's like our camera and canvas was all shifted. And so if I put I put the canvas back and camera back at position 0, 0, meaning this crosshair. I don't know why the camera is still zoomed in, but that I can work with. I'm not sure what that means. Oh God. Oh. 300? There we go. Okay, that makes more sense now. The camera size is sort of how it's like how it's showing 300 pixels tall. Well, 600 because it's 300 above and 300 below. And then for whatever reason my width and height ratio are wrong. There we go. I guess 800 by 600 if we want to make it match. That seems awfully wide. That does not look like 4:3. That is weird. That is very weird. Okay, so this is the ratio. Missing a full screen camera. Huh. You betcha. Is it still missing a full screen camera? No, it just means it was cold. Alright, let's see if this works now. So this thing will spin off into somewhere up here. Come over there. Should go off the edge of the screen. Okay, I'm showing more than I should, or I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Or I need to give it more space before. Yeah, okay, so 500 isn't enough. Well, it's 128. I must have scaled it up too, so it probably needs to go out a little further. We'll give it some more space. So yeah, we'll just make it simple. 600. Oh, and I need to start the random location. Needs to be X 600, 500. There we go. That should get me far enough. Wait a minute, that appeared on the screen, didn't it? Seemed like it did. Yeah, that one came off. Well, all doing right to left here. Come on, something else. There we go, top to bottom. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good. So let's duplicate, 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 duplicate. Then let's change the picture. My other atoms. Uh-oh. Where are my other atoms? I have other color. Oh, there they are. Large atom 2. And 3. There we go. How's that, huh?
Yeah.
We can have room for another couple.
Oh. Yeah.
We like to spin counterclockwise. I haven't seen a whole lot going clockwise. Strange. Oh, there we go. There's one counterclockwise thing. Cool. Is that works. We got buttons. Don't do anything, but okay, we got our animations working in the background there, and we're ready to go to the next level, and we have some fun background stuff. Yay. It actually kind of matches the other black box game. A little bit different in direction, and I could slant it more, but this one moves a little slower. I could slow it down if need be too. But there's more space to carry. I guess it could cut it down by half speed, couldn't we? That should do it. Yeah, that definitely matches the original a little more. Oh. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that still sucks. Alright, I'll just let it go. I also would add a little, let me add one other random factor so they don't get so bunched up. I would, where's the code? Where is the code? There it is. I would add a small amount so that it gets a little further out when it gets started.
Yeah.
So that it, yeah, so that it doesn't, yeah, they don't overlap all the time, and then they'll also get the, if you sit there and stare at it all day, the timing will also change. Eventually it'll be like 1, 2, 3. More drifty. Almost need to add a couple more, don't I? See, that one's coming in by itself this time. Well, those two are pretty synchronized, but whatever. That's not all bad. I think I even randomized the size a little bit or something. That's not that important. Details. Lots and lots of details. For no good reason other than to have... Well, those two are just synchronized.
Mm-hmm.
So you add more variance to the range there. Falling asleep?
No.
Just bored.
Nah.
So gives you an idea of how the tools work better.
Mm-hmm.
All this dang math. Just for stupid sprites. Looks good. Okay. Just looks good, less filling. Whatever. Almost needs, you know, oh yeah, almost needs some like electrical movement in the background that'll match the game board. But we'll get to that later.
You could have it like flying across the text or something. Make the title look more alive.
Mm-hmm.
Where it could like, there's like a big thing goes all the way across.
Hmm.
And it's like, does it with the title too. It's like synchronized with the title. See what I'm saying? So you have like a big animation in the background, and at the same time one will go across the title.
I don't know. I can't quite visualize that for some reason. A big what?
Like a little electrical. I can't think of what animation you're using anymore.
What are you doing? I was doing that electrical work.
I can't remember what it looks like.
I mean, you could make it go zap, 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 letter, 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 letter up here too.
Yeah.
But title screen can wait a little bit. This is more educational, just trying to get the pieces in place. Now I understand the 9 slice, I feel a little bit better. Looks good though. Looks like it'll work. Yay. You're not spinning. That's okay. That was actually one of the options. Very slowly. The other thing I did in the so I put a blur factor in the background. I don't know. That's why these look a little blurrier than these new ones. But in theory, I could just blur the source images and use that instead. I don't know if they have anything like that anyways for like layer effects. Oh wait, there is a I'll have to look into that. But we're also looking for ways to improve the user interface. I mean, there's a lot of black space on the left and the right on this ratio. Of course, it didn't make much difference. You know, there was nothing out there on this guy, but this guy feels like you should do something with it or change the layout so it's, I don't know. And then the options like sound on, I don't know.
Pull up the whiteboard. I want to look at something. I'm like trying to visualize something.
Okay.
Is it on? Like
whiteboard on. There you go.
Okay, like if that was electricity
Mm-hmm.
going across the screen at the same time, there'd be like a little one. Just want to see what that looked like. And there'd be like a big one down here. And there'd be like, I think that would look cool. In my mind. Alright, I'm done. I just wanted to bring it to life so I could see it.
I'm not sure. Well,
I've seen it somewhere. Cause it's like this would be like a mini background, or it's like this is just a smaller version of like that big box.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I just feel like squiggly lines.
Huh.
I think it'd look cool.
I think
it would give you like more depth. Like this would look like it's above that. 'Cause you'd have like lightning here and then big lightning.
You could put a big grid board on the screen, and you could put the letters in the grid, and you could make it look like the lightning. You could even have fun. You go boing, 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 and the letters, bounce off the letters.
Sounds super complicated. So if you're up for that challenge,
I don't know if it's necessarily more complicated. Any animation you do, you can set up all the steps.
You shouldn't have to. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just drawing.
I think you're enjoying the whiteboard, yes.
How do you make a new, like, when you click how to play or achievements or start, how do you make it go to a new screen?
There'll be another scene. Yeah, there's scenes, and Right now we're only in one scene. If you want, I can turn off the whiteboard.
I was giving my mind something to do while I talked, but yeah, you can turn it off if you
Boop.
want.
Done. See, there's a save scene. You can even save a scene as and copy a scene. Let's exit play. Okay. Oh, oops. File save. Okay. So I can then go in here and say scene, create scene. I can say how to play scene. And then I double click on it and now I'm in that scene.
I gotcha.
And main, I'm in this scene. And then there's some routing somewhere that will switch us over, which is what we'll probably start messing with the next time. So we probably could go into the, just get our footing even more. We can get into how to play and start doing stuff like this. Which I don't know makes sense to do now, or to just go straight into, maybe not even having the menus, just go straight into a game board. And just go and start bringing that up. Leave out a few things, just basically focus on.
Yeah, or at least make it like you could still have the pages, but it'd just be like one button to click through it. So you wouldn't have to go back through it later.
Yeah, I think the more I think about it, the more I like the idea of just bringing this up and just getting it started.
Cool.
What does? This?
Yes.
Oh, the tracers. The fluffy trail, which actually, now I think about it, I use some special layer effects, which I can't do.
Oh God.
I'll figure out something. I'm not too keen on the look, anyways. But you know, just get the basics in place, and then the how to play then can. Oh wow. The how to play can be based on what I did on the other stuff. And sound effects, of course. Actually. I wonder. Can I already do that now? Is that as simple as just adding a sound effect onto it? Where is, oh yeah, inspector. Button, on click. I don't know. Okay, there's got to be a way to do it. And the other stuff, there would be a sound object that you would play. Oh. What's that do? Nope. Click, click, click. One click, pick. Probably gonna have to write a script. Not sure why. That's weird. If I put a sound object, then I can do. If I do a sound object, then I can actually do an audio clip. Am I got the right thing? Yeah, how to play. Navigation, visualize. One click. I would have thought that worked. Nope. Okay, whatever. Till next time. We'll figure out something from there. I'm kind of reaching the limit for tonight.
Yeah.
But I bet you there's got to be. I know there's a way to do stuff like this, but oh well. I'll put it back. for now. Just so I don't get confused. There we go. All right, that's where we'll stop. Cool. Making
All right.
the user interface.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's been fun.
Till the